Good evening, RPG Limit Break, and welcome to Game 2 of the 2020 Co-op finale for the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. I haven't done this in a couple weeks, and apparently I am just tongue-tied already. I am Dark Moon EX, stumbling my way through the booth, joined here by our restreamer and commentary extraordinaire, Dingwoo. How are you doing over there?
I'm excited. This is going to be great match. Obviously, the newcomers, the Thunderalot, was able to give a swift jab to the reigning champions, the Crescent Lake Party Planners, taking game one. How will the reigning champions respond? I don't know, but we're here and we're going to enjoy it. That's for sure.
I gotta tell you, I am rooting today for Crescent Lake Party Planners, not because I want to necessarily see them win the tournament, but simply so that we can get to Game 3 and have this be an absolute fest of a finale for us. Always great when it goes down to the wire, in my opinion. I see we have all 4 teams on the overworld, and if I saw their character creation properly, I think they're all running Fighter Rainbow, a very, as we were discussing in the booth before this started, a very staid, a very safe party, something we've seen a lot of teams run in the community right now. Like, it seems like after we had that initial party draft during the exhibition match of the 2 Thief, 2 Red Mage, and that went horribly, everyone got scared off of party drafts or unsafe parties, so Fighter Rainbow is a solid party, I'll run it, but it is very safe. Dangwoo?
It's a safe party. Well, so the reason why it's so safe is the Red Mage can provide that extra little bit of Invis or Ruse or Invis 2 if it gets it. And obviously the Black Magic, if it rolls well, you have an extra clear spell. So that's the reason why they do it. But the Red Mage at the same time can be very useless.
Yeah, magic rolls poorly and you have someone that can swing a sword badly and that's about it.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the issue is I think it came out too on our Discord. Somebody did like a percentage thing. It's like a 20% chance that the Red Mage just gets completely nothing.
Posed.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, and I think during practices I ran a couple like that where I was doing fighter red, black or something, and it's just like every once in a while that magic does not show up, and you're like, I really need a white mage for this. So we got, as we're discussing about this, Mirage 2 is over there at Canaria Castle. Good treasures right there if you can get through that floor. Meanwhile, it looks like we have Harm 2, Invis, Ice 2, and, of course, the big one, Nuke Level 1. Don't really need most of the rest of that magic except maybe Invis 2 or Invis when you have Nuke Level 1 over there.
And so that's...
Gold 2s, Copper 3s, you're going to say?
I was going to say, well, so that Chain Armor plus 4 is really nice. Yeah. Silver plus 5 is really nice also. But the nuke really saves the Red Mage right now because we don't have access to Invis right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even if you don't get any other magic for him, he is an extra nuke caster, and that is going to carry you through a good portion of the game. The bonus being the fact that he can wear the chain plus 4, which at a plus 4 is practically mid to late game armor right there. Your Red Mage is going to be good on 2 fronts just to take hits and to cast some nukes. Can't complain about that at all. And
vampires off the power cycle. You get great turnover like Spell Zap, and what Sir Linklot's trying to do here.
Oof.
Level 6 instantly for Spell Zap. Sir Linklot's going to be level 8 because the Black Mage died, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is a fantastic fight to find right there, and a nice hero run to come off of it afterwards so you can recover from it with ease. That is the kind of grind fight you want to find this early. Don't want to take it too far above, like, maybe level 10 or something, but with the amount that you can do right there, the amount of experience you can get for it, that is a fantastic fight.
Uh-oh. Wait.
We lose you over there, dude?
Oh, no, I'm here. I was just wondering what was going on with Spell Zap because it was weird. Like, his spells was going through fast, and then it stopped. So I thought maybe
the stream stuttered. Yeah.
I thought maybe he was going with like a battle command of 1 or something like that, you know?
He's just pause buffering his spells.
Ah.
RNG manipulation. Totally.
Oh, okay. I like it. So obviously our teams need to get 32 shards. Right now with the early nuke, they're trying to gain these levels because it's, really important here.
Popcorn. Yeah, it's so easy right now. You just nuke some popcorn, you got yourself a good meal. the bonus of this is right now is that one of the two persons on each team, if both of them, because the treasures are so good, can have the levels with the nukes to just go in, as you can see Spellzap already attempting to, and go see what's in the middle of that room, if not what's beyond it. Because, like, you have the firepower now, you have the health, you have the charges to actually make a dive into the center of this room, see if there's any good treasures, any good shards, or to move on and find Hall of Giants beyond, as we see right there. It's a good spot to be in this early in the game. Like, I was worried for them for a second seeing Mirage 2 here, because you're sitting there going, how are they going to get to the greater than less than things? But no, that was an easy walk for him, all things considered.
Yeah, he's in there. He's fighting some guards. Guards didn't do too much with that chain armor, so that's not too bad. Oh, Max Gold.
Oh, Max Gold, 3 sword, 2 espers so far. Okay, well then.
Hey, Dark Moon, you're not allowed to roll any more seeds.
I did say before we did this, it was either going to be Super Jet or Super Mean. Now, Mazamoon -3 is not your best Mazamoon you can get. I'm sure they would love to have that with a bonus, but even still, you throw that on like your White Mage late game, they can at least swing a sword if nothing else. Which, beyond Invis, we have yet to see anything good for the White Mages.
I mean, it's true.
Waterfall.
And yeah, and Provoca's Waterfall. Now, Spellzap's actually going to walk out of here instead of checking that the next
Esper,
level.
Yeah. Well, he checked that it was Hall of Giants. He just didn't go beyond that.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He got enough. Ooh, this is a bad ambush.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh,
that's
boy.
really bad. Oh, that's really wretched. Okay.
Zoe
okay,
with the run.
There you go. You got it. Good job. Yeah,
And
no, I can totally see him not wanting to explore further just because he wants to take his spells and his espers out. It's not a bad play. It's a little time-consuming, which, you know, when you're up against a team like Thunderalot, you don't want to waste too much time. But with all that money and the ability to go out and, like, buy some golds and some coppers or whatever, yeah, you kind of need to.
So, we already found a Zonk, or a dud location. The robot gave us a lot of money.
Which isn't necessary if you go down to greater than less than, because Max Gold is just waiting for you.
Right, so, and wow, the entrance is right there, so
yeah.
Danny's in and out of that one.
I can see walking it out when you only have to, like, take a 15-second walk to get out of there. Like, if I died, I wouldn't have been upset, but yeah. Yeah, not a huge deal, all things considered. That's the thing I like about procedurally generated Waterfall, and also, like, if you're trying to craft a hard seed, the problem with it is sometimes the procedural generation is like, let's put the exit right near the entrance. And then you're like, wow, I walked 3 steps, suddenly I found the robot. This was so difficult.
It's the best. So there's Thunder. He's trying to fish for the robot, finds out that it's a dud location. Gold bracelet in mermaids.
3 gold. I think he only bought 2, so that's not a huge deal for him right there.
Sir Linkalot picks up the Masa. He's relayed that information, so now both teams have access to it. Obviously, we knew that was going to happen. Spellzap somehow manages to kill Bubbles and the legendary mermaid. That is just rude.
She had it coming.
So Wall
I've heard
early.
some things.
Wall early level or white magic, so that's good news. At least now the red wizard can cast things instead of just casting nuke.
I like
needed.
Fire 3. I like Zap. I like Quad X. All good spells. Nice to have around.
Linklot's going to go dive even deeper into the Canaria Castle. Get through now that he's picked up his shards and stuff like that. So we're in here.
I can see that.
You can see the numbers that are above and below the pronoun box. Our tracker, Shadowed Flames. He's keeping track of the amount of shards, or espers in this case.
It's impressive.
Right? Because he's got to look at that little box there that shows the esper count and be able to do that math real quick. So well done by him to keep us updated. They need 32 shards plus the key and the loot to be able to enter in Temple of Fiends Revisited to take on the Ultimate Fiend Chaos. You get 2 shards for carry, you get 2 shards for the Lich kill once you activate their altars, and you get 4 for Kraken and Tiamat. There's a floater.
Ooh, now we just need that canoe, and suddenly we're in the air.
Math on Twitch. Only the best. That's the reason why we mute his mic and don't let him to talk.
Yeah.
Wow, chain plus 4 armor is everywhere.
Just chains raining down.
Oxiel was available. Did all of our... Well, Danny's got a note. Danny, stop spending! Oh, wait. Did they already buy it?
I don't think she did. I think she's 1,000 or so short.
Nope. Yep. It spells that bought it.
There you go. Well, yeah, I mean, you can just reset out of it. That's the nice thing about the infinite bag of holding we have for these co-op things. If you buy an item and you want to get that money back, wait for it to go to your partner, and then reset out, and suddenly you still have it, and you have all that money back. Spellzep, though, didn't seem to care. He's already gotten most of what he wanted right there.
I was going to say, I'm like, where did all his money go? He's just like, I'm rich. It's cool. It's whatever.
So Provoka is sitting there at Matoya's cave. We have two of the towns right there. Like, you know, it's all the towns are mixed up into everything else, and yet, still, Provoka's right nearby, so you can get those spells you want. Meanwhile, it looks like a sea floor is beneath an earth floor that was beneath the Canaria Castle area, and then Canaria Castle itself, with the rod giving out, or the king giving out a free rod, is lurking over here from the purple, I'm guessing, Elfland area.
Yeah. Spellzap's over in the Elfland area. The rod pickup's very big. Oh, wow. Into sky, too, so that's incentive.
Yeah.
Is that cube? No, that's canoe. We're in the air already.
Woo! We
are 9 minutes in, and we are in the air. Luckily for Spellzap, he didn't get ambushed, so he's not gonna, not die to these.
Who rolled this jet seed?
I don't know, but I think.
Oh no, man!
I think we're gonna have to redo this.
Danny is already rolling her way over to the Crescent Lake area. Go turn in that floater. Like, Ryukon Desert is calling, and she is just not waiting.
Nope. Look at Crescent Lake party planners. They're like holding hands.
Practically synced. I mean, it's Crescent Lake. It's where they're supposed to be.
Right? I mean, that's where I am right now. I'm doing some arts and crafts. I know. I see you right there hanging out with me.
Doesn't take the EXPs. Like, normally 9 minutes in, if I had Nuke and EXPs, I'd totally take it. Totally get what she's doing, though, because they already picked up a ton of levels off the vampires. Like, already EXPs aren't worth as much. And that's Matoya lurking over there, I believe, at the Crescent Lake location.
Yeah, so...
Ice 2 helmet, not bad. Like, we have Nuke, but you can get your fighter stuff to do if you want to take out a pack.
So, yeah, so... Thunderalot's probably, what? 2, 3, 4 minutes at most, really depending on when they get over to that Elfland location.
Yeah, they get the floater from the pirate, which is fine. And I'm sure they'll go to Elfland soon. Like, that's not even going to be a surprise when they do it. It's just they have to do it because every minute that they see is another minute or so that Spellzap and Danny are picking up on them, like, fast.
Well, and that's the big thing here. So Spellzap didn't dive any farther. I think Sir Linkalot is in the Canaria Castle that dove even deeper.
Yeah.
So by him doing that, actually kind of slowed Thunderalot down just a little bit. It's not much because you can see Thundercloud's heading that way.
Yep.
And we've already found the first 4 levels of magic. There is Elfland with exit. Ruse is locked out for Red Mage and the Knight, so White Mage is definitely earning its keep.
I mean, we did establish that the Mazuman can be picked up by that White Mage. If they find, like, a temper or fast item or both, that might just lead me towards White Samurai, helping me through Topher at that point. A strategy that Spellzap has been known to employ on the regular.
And, yeah, no, and the White Samurai is probably going to be used at this point, I think, with anything dangerous, because Cure 4 landed in that level 4 spot where Red Mages and White Mages can only use, so the Knight's not going to have it. The White Mage will be able to survive with that Cure 4 outside of bad turn order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's that thing where you're sitting there going, White Mage has a lot going for it right now, especially with the golds plus, what they were, +2 or something. That's really nice armor in all things considered. It's the kind of situation where you're sitting there going, Fighter, White Mage at the back, let them buff themselves up as need be, and then if the Fighter goes down, your White Mage is going to be doing some work.
Right, and there's the dreaded C split that Spellzap has found. Ooh, in the Sky 3. on the right-hand side, obviously, Thundercloud has found the floater, but they're not traveling to do it like how Spellzap did and Crescent Lake Party Planners.
Hasn't gotten the canoe yet. I think he's just about to get it right now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he... Oh, no, that's the floater they picked
there you
up.
Go. Yep, and we got Lufane out past that Sky 3 floor, what I like to call Sky Greed, because it has so many chests on it. Spellzap's checking the spell shop right now. Life 2 locked out for all but the White Wizard. Warp locked out for all but the Black Wizard.
So
Fun.
We found a ruse stick. So the knight now can be your last. Well, you still want to do the White Wizard because of life. No, life was level 3.
Life 2 is level 8.
Right. Life 1 though I think was still learnable by the knight.
Well, we can easily go check right now.
That's
Life
right.
is level 4.
Oh, level 4.
It's
So
not
no.
learnable by the knight. Nope.
Well, that's awkward. So, White Samurai is probably going to be your go-to on Kraken for sure.
Yeah, you pass that defense stick over to the fighter. You have the White Samurai casting ruse on themselves in the battles, and then you just pray they don't get first turned by Kraken. And yeah, you just keep that life caster alive because they are essential. Now, the Red Mage can learn life because it is slot 1, but still keep that White Mage alive as long as possible.
There's a ribbon +5 in that Sky 3 that we talked about. A lot of chests, a lot of good experience here, although very dangerous. There's an Ice 2 helm too.
Yep.
But
Sky 3 is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so the reason why we go White Wizard, though, is the Cure 4 that is only accessible by... Or no, it's accessible by both. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point.
It's the shared number of levels, though, because if you have the Red Mage having to cast both Life and Cure 4 at the same time, they are not going to have necessarily as many charges as your White Mage, and still, if they double cast it, you're only getting 4.5 of those casts total. I do really like the Sky 3 floor in Shard Hunt for this kind of situation, where you have to, get your own shards and still fight Chaos at the end, even if your teammate's finished. Just because there are so many chests there, it generally provides a lot of gear and shards you could use. You're already here, you've explored the area, may as well just pick up all the chests here and see what you get out of it.
There's an on-rack location we found on the right-hand side, so we have the Oxyel, we can go down.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's red, so that's Melman.
First one outside of the Inner Seas, it looks like, is... Well, I shouldn't say outside Inner Seas, but check the Melmon was Thunderalot.
Got us some Lock, got us Fade at level 7. I don't think that one's Red Wizard learnable. That's second slot.
No, it's not, but it's White Mage learnable.
Yup. Mages have it all going on. Or in the case of Thunderclaw Sprites, the Bishop. You know, I hear that on the battlefield he can only move at angles.
It's all about the angles.
He sees them all. And we see Tiamat right beneath the... that was Volcano, not Melman for the red.
Oh.
Another red area.
Yeah.
But that was one deep on Volcano right there, led to Tiamat. I mean, at the scaling they're working on, fighting Warmech is iffy.
I mean, the Ruse Stick definitely makes it easier. We found Bahamut hanging out in Northwest Castle, so we get the tail, we have promotion. We're looking pretty good then.
Couple of Espers lurking here at the Ice Cave Canaria Xardia Treasury. And already moving on along, gonna get them their Sarda area, their Titan area checks. Now, what was it? They were, 5-7 minutes behind Spellzap and Danny and getting in the air?
Yeah, I'd say around 5 to 7 minutes, just because I think there was a death in Sky 2, or he was clearing all the other chests instead of going right to that incentive location. So it slowed him up a little bit.
Flame armor -1. That feels a little bad right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 32 absorb. Obviously, it's not the vanilla value, but I'd take that for sure. More Espers. All right, so we're looking pretty good Esper-wise.
They are.
Although I say that and they're single digit still, but, we're only 17 minutes in. Game 2 of this 2020 co-op summer tournament.
It's the trick is the fact that because all that really matters is your Esper count. You could be 5 to 7 minutes behind, but if you still manage to maintain your Espers with the other team that's been in the air, then however long they've been in the air doesn't really matter.
True. But we found our first required key item, the loot. Sarda had it all along. Titans West was Titans West, so is this even randomized?
We have found Mirage 1 here at Earth Cave. Meanwhile, the Titan East entrance was the Ice Incentive location. I do not remember if that one is on or not today.
Oh, it is.
Excellent. So Thunder didn't decide to explore it. I'm assuming going to go back to that later. That is going to be a location that they'll want to dive at some point, though.
Well, we found the Vorpal, but it's -3. There's another Ice 2 helm. There's Adamant. So the Vorpal -3, we can use it. Last game, it was -4. This game, it is -3.
The thing about the Vorpal is, especially when it has a negative on it, it's not going to be unleashing the same amount of damage as some other sword. Even the Mazumu -3, I think, technically has a better base damage. But the trick of it is that if you have a feat that is high evade, that Vorpal, even at like a -5, still has a higher crit rate than a Mazumoon +5. So it's that thing of you might not be doing as much damage, but you're more likely to hit. So you just temper a bunch, and then you'll be fine.
That's right. If you have trouble if you're having trouble punching through that absorb, ooh, there's some Death Touch Gurnagas. That's exciting.
Rawr!
Bye, Dan. And that's a reset.
Gurnagas say no.
Okay, so
I don't think I'll check that chest.
yeah, I was gonna say, let's just bypass that chest.
Oh, and then images with stone poison. Wow, thanks, game. There's the kind of trash fire we were looking for.
Hey, you know, the seed has decided to fight back a little bit, finally. So now we've got to make the journey. Ooh, red gargoyles. Come on. Give us something nasty.
It's a lot of Argoyle right there. I hear that pattern's out this season.
Ooh, gas dragons. We got initiative. Wow, this is pretty nice, actually.
Another the ice incentive is right near the top of this dungeon. This is the kind of tile right here where you're sitting there going, I need to find a grind. I wonder how good something would be. Ghasties are great. Great experience. Not too far into the dungeon. If you have a white mage with exit, I would probably like 2-man grind this in the late game to get my final levels for my fighter and my white mage. And that white samurai is starting to look even better.
Yeah, you might actually find... I mean, taking this fight is not that bad this early.
Yeah. He's taking...
Because
he has to take a couple of them.
Because there's really not that many spells that was 1 through 3 that just says, wow, I really need promotion on that night.
Yep. Yeah, it's the kind of situation right there where you're sitting there going, I'll just not worry about the spells on the night and let's just get rolling so I can, you know, use whatever good gear I find and not worry about it.
Right. They are a little too beefy, unfortunately, but, you know, there's still a good amount of experience for the dive that's going on here. Right hand
18s and 19s, that's lovely.
Right? We're 21 minutes in, and ooh, Excalibur, that actually is really nice because the White Samurai works even better now. We have a knight that has Excalibur, and now we have the White Samurai with the Masa, so we have options.
So let me get this right. The Lady of the Lake was trapped in a tiny treasure chest like the Lady of the Puddle?
Deep under earth. That's right. Not even underwater. No. Deep under earth.
Lady of the groundwater. There you go.
Yeah, the groundwater. Another Masa -3.
Woo!
Hello.
There you go. This entire party can swing weapons at this point.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not complaining.
Exactly as you said. Everybody's swinging weapons at this point. Tier 3 exits. So yeah, we can definitely do some things here. Not gonna revive the Black Wizard. I think out of life charges, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a situation where once you can class change, you get the tail, you get Bahamut, which I think you said we already found Bahamut. That's really going. I'm just going to class change, slap the Vorpal on the Red Mage, slap the 2 Mousemans on the Wizard, slap the X-Cow on the Fighter, and no matter what, we're going to be doing some damage.
Oh, yeah. For sure. And so we found that the vampire-shaped speed bump, was holding on to the cube. So now we've opened up so we essentially have every location opened up. And what I mean by that, we have every location opened up. Because the rod and the cube can hide a floor, and the same thing with the Axial, which we have. So now it's just a matter of finding any of the fiends, the shards, and that very tricky key, and we're in go mode.
Yeah, we are missing one thing, which Reese mentioned just as I was about to say it myself. The chime. Yeah, we still need the chime, but it's one location. It's just one. By the time we get over there, I'm sure we'll have already found it. It's not a big deal.
That chime thing. That's
nothing.
Look,
nothing.
I forget about the chime because my partner is very good about looking at the Mirage every time. So like,
you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about it. But the dwarves led us into lazy dwarves, gave us from adamant into TNT into the crystal, and then we also got the ruby. So it was simultaneous key item pickups for Team Crystal Lake Party Planners. Thunderalot's about to pick up their cube here.
So one thing I question is the fact that Danny is walking this out. I don't have a problem with her exiting, but she's got a white wizard still up, or white mage still up, and the levels behind her. Does she not have exit charges?
Might not.
Okay.
Or
I want to. Next time she casts spells, I want to check because
might have forgotten about it. Might have forgotten about it.
Oh no. Yeah, she might have. I mean, don't get me wrong. I forget about my warps and my exits all the time.
Yeah, I've done it. I forgot about a life charge that could have saved me a whole lot of time in one race, but we're not going to talk about that one anymore.
No, I think we need to talk about that one first.
I was in Waterfall and I did a solo red mage from the robot out of here because I forgot I had a life charge left.
We've all been there.
So unfortunately, oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. We had a question from Reese asking whether or not that was lazy dwarves. And I am double checking right now. Adamant, Smith TNT. Yes, that was indeed the lazy dwarves.
It's the best kind. You know why? Because a lot of people will wait until the last minute to do the dwarf check. Because know they're waiting for the adamant or the TNT to do the dwarves. And it's always fun when it's the lazy dwarves. Invis
we did find Melman.
2.
I saw Fast Invis 2 and Lightning 3. I think you were already starting to comment on it.
Yep, Invis 2. So, White Mage has become useless in the defensive magic. Has nothing. It has.
They have a Mothman?
We have a defense, a ruse item magic, but that's going on your night. So, the Red Wizard's going to rely upon offensive magic casting, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Red Wizard can do nuking and occasional life cast. That's fine. You got a White Mage. You're good. Everyone's got a White Mage. White Mage is for days.
Well, so, I mean, that's the thing, though. The Red Wizard's generally brought because of that extra defense in these high clamps because you want to get your evasion up quicker.
Yeah.
But when that character can't cast it, it gets a little awkward here.
You know what you do? You kill off the Red Mage. You go 3-man with that Black Mage instead. Red Mage can just kiss dirt for a little while. It's fine.
How dare you say that? How dare you say that about the Red Mage? Aren't you aren't you part team of the Team Red Cap or something like that?
Team Red Hat. We are now the Nuke Imps for the Canarian Empire, and we are proud to cast nuke on everyone else.
Exactly, Reese. That is a crime against the Red Mages. How dare you?
If they want to be real mages, they'd find a different color.
So, what I was going to say earlier is right now, I think Crescent Lake Party Planners actually have been a very steady pace ahead of Thunderalot because I see a lot of things that they're doing that the Crescent Lake Party Planners are, and then a couple minutes later, Thunderalot's right behind them. So as long as that continues, that's great.
Yeah. Well, there's also some good communication going on. You can see between Spellzap and Danny because he's tracking the spots where the espers are at, and you can see like a minute or two afterwards, she's following along behind when she's out of whatever dungeon she's done to go pick up the ones that he's found that are worth having. So it's a good back and forth they have going on. Now, Spellzap's only sitting at 9 espers right now, and actually Sir Lancelot technically has a 1 esper lead if the tracker can be believed, which I'm sure Shadow Flames is perfectly right on that fact. So,
best mage is the ninja. That's right. See, I don't understand. See, I mean, I realized I was in the 3rd place, you know, and stuff like that, but where's the thief at? Come on.
The tavern. Just enjoying himself.
Right? He's just hanging on Crescent Lake like, I wish somebody would pick me.
He says that, but, you know, then he gets to hang out there and he just has a good time and doesn't have to worry. I don't know about that so much.
Ooh, another Excalibur hanging out in the Titan's Robe. 8-lit 2, that is either a black shirt or white shirt. Great pickup for Danny.
And the Earth.
And there's the key, so that is all of our... So the crystal...
That is...
which
that
came from the Lazy Dwarves, gave us the last key item required. Now we just need shards.
Because of the fact that...
Masa 3! It's in a C-split chest! That's 3 Masas. That's
awesome. Because of the fact that all they need at this point are shards, because they have their key items covered. The key, the loot. They basically just need to get the knowledge game now of potentially where those last fiends are and how they're going to get whatever shards they need, because they could be effectively go anytime they decide to commit to it at this point. Like, they aren't yet because they still have to get their shards, but they're at a point where they can be anytime that they feel like they're done collecting and are ready to go fight whatever fiends they discover.
Right, and that's and that's exactly when I made a tracker for Team Up Starts. I made a tracker that basically highlighted as soon as we found 23 orbs.
Yep.
And it said, okay, if we have access to all the fiends, all you have to do is kill the fiends and you're done. Because 4 for Tiamat, 4 for Kraken is 8, 2 from Lich, and 2 from Carry gives you another 4 for 12. That's your 32.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was pretty much the goal that we had.
Oh, Tempered level 8.
There. Because you have 12 shards that are sitting out there with the fiends. 2 on Gary, 4 on Kraken. Oh, and there's Topher right there. 4 on Kraken, 4 on Tiamat. That's 12. Like, for them, all they need to do is figure out where their 20 shards are and they're golden. Previous weeks, all you had to do is figure out where the 16 shards were. Like, you can collect more if you want to, but as long as you know where the fiends are, you know where 12 are guaranteed.
Yeah.
Faster strategy right there.
But, and it is, and then at the same time, you got to look at it and you go, okay, where are the fiends at? Because if they're buried very deep, they may not be worth it in some situations, but in some situations they are because you know where they're at. Now, obviously a nasty Kraken 1 can end yours real quickly along with a War Mech, so if you can find a way to get to 24, I think that really helps you because that allows you to be very picky about it. Now, as I was commenting when you were talking, well, there's the chime, so Crescent Lake has the chime, so now everything's open. Temper was level 8. So Red Mage can't even cast Temper. But I guess we could put the Red Mage on fast duty and wall duty level, or, first turn.
He's got 3 jobs. He's got fast.
Take a punch?
Yeah. He's got fast. He's got nuke. He's got the ability to take a punch so someone else doesn't have to.
I think that's all he's got.
All you need. It's fine. That's all you need.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just fine.
No, there's speaking of Kraken 1, Spellstep says I'm going for it.
Well, he's got Brack. Brack was early enough, I seem to recall. I'm looking at the loop right now. 4. Level 4. Level 4 Brack. Both your red mage and your black mage has it. You put a couple meat shields up front. You let them bracket this. You should be able to get your 4 shards off this easy. Easy. Not a problem.
Yeah, no, that's true. We do have the ruse item magic, so that definitely makes it a lot easier.
Yeah,
But
you slap the fighter up front, you let him ruse himself. Hopefully Kraken just focuses on the fighter and you don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
you have so much confidence.
Who's worried? I'm not worried. No one's worried. It's fine.
I'm worried about it, and look. I'm the meme king, but even I don't like to rely upon a Brack like this.
That for a fiend where I'm at right now. That is my entire strategy.
He's not even trying, so that's a highly evasive Kraken. That's got
God.
paralyze touch to add on to it.
Well, and he's not doing Brack, so clearly that's a problem right there.
Well, he didn't pick up Brack, it looks like. So that is a problem. Kraken's going to
serious
demolish Dan. That's
Yeah,
two ruses. It's two ruses. We're almost highly evasive. Okay, well, Zoe's going to carry us here with 2 fade charges. I hope we put item magic on this. This is going to be very awkward here.
Oh, God. I hope they have a Mazda moon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Saying.
Ooh, that was a big crit. 306.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Doing the fight. There's a Mazda.
And the whiff. Okay, we're going to... Oh! Disrespect Ice 2. See you later.
Zoe carrying it off. Nicely done.
All right. Well.
See
easy,
what I say?
easy.
Not a problem.
Yeah, not
easy
a problem.
Every time.
What was I worried about?
I know, right?
I mean, it's only paralyzing touch. You know, just get one hit and White Mage is paralyzed forever. It's fine.
Yeah, there was nothing to worry about there. That went off perfectly.
all part of the plan here, folks. I just wanted to make it a little more drama-filled, okay?
So with that, Spellzap picks up an extra 4 shards, now sitting at 13. Like it's not even a problem. Gonna revive his guys and move on with his day. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
And now, when Danny goes there, she'll know that Kraken only has, what, like 700 health? No problem.
Well, it's definitely clamps, so yeah, 800. It definitely has about 8 to, I'd say 1100 at most, yeah.
Well, the fighter got off one swing, then got demolished. There was the fades and the nukes, which you're right about. So yeah, probably not like super bare minimum, but within the 1,000 to 1,100 range is probably spot on.
Yeah, because that fade charge really helped because it crit for 300. Yep. That was real big.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the feeding of the Titans. That's going to give us another Excal and the key. I think, no, I'm sorry, that's the crystal that leads to it. So 1 key away for Team Thunderalot to make catch-up here. They're obviously trying to play catch-up because Crescent Lake Party Planners made the trip to get the floater and airship and kind of been holding on to this lead.
Yeah, it's a thing of the longer it takes for them to find the key. The key being, of course, over at Matoya once you do the crystal turn-in, which, bear in mind, they don't have the crystal yet. It's got to be worrying them. The longer it takes for them to lock in their go mode, which, with the way that these teams play and how sometimes jetty a seed can be, especially when you're in the air in 9 minutes, if you don't have an idea of where your go mode is at the 45-minute mark, you got to be worried. And they're fast encroaching on there. Only 10 minutes to go before that mark happens, and that's a lot can happen in those 10 minutes, but it's got to be worrying you. 35 minutes in, don't know where that key is, don't know what's going on, haven't found a ton of fiends, still sitting around 10 to 8 shards from what the looks of it is right now. I'd be a little worried if I was Team Thunderalot.
Lich being giving a little bit of a headache there. Blizzard cast, it is a skill. Has a lot of HP, still not going down. Should be going down here with the next nuke cast here. Ink comes out, free turn. And you're absolutely right. So the big thing here, that was lazy dwarves that leads to the key. They have to turn in that adamant. A lot of runners don't do it without having the TNT also.
Yep.
But
that's a tough one right there.
Now, in entrance and floor shuffle, it's a little bit different. Most times people will turn it in anyways. But
I know I will. Yeah. I mean, now, bear in mind, I will, and they beat me. So... okay, so it does look like Thunder is up to 10 shards at this point. Just gotta look at his menu. Meanwhile, Spellzap exploring Seed Dead right here, trying to get away from this.
Ooh, Agama floor. That's a nice little floor to go to. There's the herb turn in for spell zap.
Gonna see what items or gear we get. Because if I'm not mistaken, the experience is still tied to the key items right now. Oh, and that tail is a lovely pickup. So the more key items they can find, whether or not they need it to finish out the seed, the better off they generally are.
Danny, go promote. Stop exploring. Promote.
Yeah. Do it when it's en route.
Lies.
Like en route where you're going. Yeah.
Lies.
That was
always.
nice.
I'm just kidding.
That was okay. I just want to point out that was a nice chunk of espers right there. With the Lich kill he got earlier and those espers sitting in there, he is sitting at 18.
Wow. So yeah, he's moving up pretty quickly there. Though he's defeated.
Fast.
He's defeated 2 fiends though, which means he's got to get to 26. There's a carry. So all 4 fiends have been shown for Crescent Lake party planners.
So they know where it is. So now Spellzap can look at his totals and go, I have 18. 6 more is going to take me to 24. I only need to find 8 more shards. Is there anything Danny has found that I haven't yet? So I can go hit those, or do I need to come in? And he has Sharknado floor right here, which I don't know if Danny's actually explored it yet. Gets the vanilla gloves, which are awesome. But this is a nice chest dense floor that could turn up a couple shards for him.
Yeah. So right-hand side, obviously, Team Thunderalot, they are up 1-0 on the reigning champions. On the left-hand side, the Crescent Lake party planners, they gave them a swift jab, took that game 1. Both runners were able to complete before anybody from the Crescent Lake party planners was able to finish. So they came out swinging in game 1. Game 2, how is Crescent Lake party planners responding? Well, they've had the lead, and they have not let up on that gas so far.
Nope. 15 shards right now for Danny, as she has also put on a nice chunk of a lead over Thunderalot. Like, the two of them together are playing this really well. No complaints can be made about that whatsoever. This is just really good play from the two of them.
Yeah, these two are definitely playing like they had a game plan, and they're just executing it very well. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that the right-hand side is not doing it either. It's just, I feel like there's a whole nother gear, and they've been able to go to the right locations to give them the right information.
Yep. Now, Thunder is on Danny's tail, has also found this carry that has 2 more shards that he is going to be able to use and abuse. I also want to point out that the red D tile is 1 to 2 Gurpeeds, which, I mean, Gurpeed is worth slightly more than the EXP, and it didn't look like it took that much effort to get over here. If you're looking for a grind tile, you could do worse.
Oop, there's a fade shirt. So we have access to white and black shirts now. And,
I take that.
And a fade shirt is always helpful, because if that's a white shirt, like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, because if the Masa can't hit anything, we can cast an infinite amount of fade now. That white samurai becomes even better.
Yeah, especially if it's the white shirt. It's the thing of, like, okay, as a white shirt, I probably wouldn't use it. Oh, Ribbon -5 is nice. As a black shirt, I would actually be inclined to use it, just by grace of the fact that a black shirt will provide you with time elemental protection.
Yeah, no, that's very true. Since there's, 3 instant-death spells that are cast by the Refiends. You got Crack, you got Bane, and you got Zap.
Yep. Yeah, and Zap comes out, you just feel bad every time you die to it. Now, it's not going to protect you against the poison damage or the poison effect of the Bane, and it's not going to protect you against the Earth Elemental of Crack, but being able to even take out one of those instant deaths and protect your Black Mage feels great.
Yeah, I just don't think that they're going to do it, though, because I think when you get up to Kraken 2, I think that goes over to your White Wizard as a backup plan, because with these high clamped enemies, like, you may not get enough locks out there for that White Wizard to even,
That's fair, yeah. And I mean, infinite fades, can't complain.
Right?
You get a fade, and you get a fade. Everybody gets a fade.
Everybody gets a fade.
Everybody gets a fade.
Nice non-elemental. Does a minimum of 80 damage to 320. Generally likes to hit low rolls, but, it's fine.
Just fine.
Yeah, it hates us. It's fine. And there's the dwarves. So Thunderalot about to find their key. Lazy dwarves, hooray!
Woohoo! TNT. Now, of course, they have to go turn in the crystal.
True, but that puts them in a very good spot because they know where Matoya is. One of them should be doing it. I'm assuming Thundercloud might hit it up, or Sir Link-a-Lot, because it should be right near him.
Seems like he's got a game plan of exactly where he's flying to. Oh, wait.
I mean, oh.
There you
Spell
go.
Zap,
there you go. You know where it is.
Spell Zap's actually going to miss the third Masa. Won't matter because he's already got 2.
Oh, he has 2. Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's just really funny because I'm like, is he going to get his third Masa? Nope. He says, nope. Not checking that. Thunderalot in shard mode. We're hunting shards today.
See what I said, though? Just around the 45-minute mark, they have their technical go mode in. They just need to figure out shards and fiends and can get on the road. That puts them 8-ish or so minutes behind the go mode, quote-unquote, that Spell Zap and Danny found themselves in. So it's really just a matter of, sharding and go.
Danny,
how much time
right.
do you spend grinding? How much time do you spend worrying about collecting shards instead of fighting fiends? Spell Zap class changing.
Oh, they finally decided the class changed, realized that they had the key. Okay, that would explain what they were doing. So, ironically, Thunderalot, I believe, promoted way ahead. Or no.
While they were in the area. Well, Thunder might have. Link-a-Lot is still running a vanilla fighter sprite right now.
I'm sorry. Nope. Thunderalot doesn't have the tail yet.
Well, there you go then.
I was just kidding, everybody.
His Thunder sprites confuse me. It looks like a knight. Princess has the crown. That is actually something that Spell Zap and Danny have not picked up yet. Not that it, really concerns them, but...
Well, it does because we still have Opal Bracelet out there, which,
is
not overly that great because it gold rolled +2, but there's an incentive ribbon. That gives us 3 ribbons.
It is the situation that they're going to find themselves in. And when you're playing in these things, you have to worry about it. How much time do you spend really digging for your gear? How much time do you spend worrying about one of the incentives that might be nice to have, but isn't going to desperately affect, long term if I can just make it through Topher? That risk and reward is especially it's Spell Zap's bread and butter right there. I have to wonder whether or not they're going to spend a lot of time worrying about it.
I think Danny's forgotten about her exit.
If she has it.
I mean, she's got it. I know she's got it. She has to have it, right?
She could be walking grinding. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
So, 2 Masas for Thunderalot, 2 Masas for, well, the 2 for Spell Zap, Excal for Danny.
And I want to point out we have a disaster at Elfland as Spell Zap has crashed into the castle, spreading the denizens left and right as they pour out of the castle grounds. It's going to take them years to repair that. Meanwhile, question in chat, what level was Exit at? Exit was level 3.
Oh, we're going to look at Onrak and Waterfall, finally. Oh, there's the Ruse Stick, so that's a good... Oh, yeah, that's right. We already found that one. There's the Ribbo ±5. Okay.
Danny's Red Mage does have Exit. I do not know if the White Mage does.
It looks to me like she wanted to check the other side, and she didn't save, so she's playing loose.
There you go. Fast and loose, just like the gear she's picking up.
Yep, she's learned it from Hypes Nova. You gotta play fast and loose. I like it. Black Magic has Warp, very expensive. Rube's already saying, a Ruse Stick and a Bait Shirt cast doesn't have a chance. Yeah, pretty much. The White Samurai definitely is going to be working its magic the big time.
But you can also see, look how quickly Thunderclad and Linklot are catching up on that shard lead. When we looked around last time, Thunderclad was sitting around 14 to Spellzap's 20. That divide is now down to just 1.
Well, yeah, and it kind of happened because they found the tail, they did the Bahamut thing, and now they're kind of getting themselves set up. So it really depends on how much Thunderalot will take the time to investigate, or to buy the spells and stuff like that, because Spellzap did a lot of those magic buys. And Danny looks like she's gonna do Warp Trick.
Maybe. Knows not to go for that Gurnog air pack because ew.
Just a little slight death touch. It's fine.
They're both coming in here.
Oh, it's the Gasties.
Gasties.
Okay, so
I realize I just said like magnitude from Community. Pop, pop.
Now, advantage obviously for Spellzap. He does have those extra mosses. He does have that fade shirt.
Yep.
Danny, I don't think's picked up some of that stuff yet. And it's going to take a little bit longer for Danny, although she's still 2 turns, so that's good.
Well, you got swords. You got swords for days.
That's true. Oh, wait. Where's she going? She's leaving. Oh, I think she's picking up...
I'm not sure she's been here to get all the Espers out of here yet.
Yeah, I think there's also... Oh, blazed by the mages. Bye, Danny.
Ew. Those are very unpleasant mages.
That was not very nice at all.
No. Quite rude, in fact.
All right, so we're about to take on Kraken here on the top right here. Thunderclad about to pull it there. Okay, that's why. Danny wanted to pick up that Masa -3, obviously.
That is fair.
So
make the Gasties just a little easier to take out.
Exactly.
And she goes right back.
Kraken obviously has paralyzing touch. Wall is coming out. Ruse, so we're hoping for good turn order here. Good turn order so far. Wow, great turn order here. Kraken's going to give a free turn for Thunderclad.
And Thunderclad pulls this off. This will actually give Thunder the shard lead at this point.
He's casting more ruses, more nukes. Obviously, going to rely upon that wall to keep him alive. Nice nuke crit. Ink, double ink again. Wow, this is a free
nice
Kraken. Talk about a tale of 2 different Krakens here.
Yeah, we're gonna interview them in the end, and they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about? Kraken was a pussycat."
Kraken was definitely a kitty cat for sure. Although Kraken said, "I'm tired of your wall casting." Oh, all right. Well, I'm tired of your nuke casting also.
Yeah. Oh, and still not easily hit.
Nope.
But then the fighter is rused for days, so...
Yeah, that ruse stick. Very clutch there. Obviously, could have been problematic. But, Kraken got tired of the wall casting. A little late, though, Kraken. Should have done that on turn 1.
So, Thunder has the shard lead. Sir Linklot is up on Danny. Spellzap, however, has a level lead over them by at least 5 levels, and by the time they start grinding, it's going to be even larger than that. I would say this is definitely neck and neck at this point.
It's... Well, yes, it is. Now, Thunderalot hasn't seen the gas dragons. I don't think we've seen a grind tile that is comparable to the gas dragons right now, or as good.
True.
So it's going to be
Gurpedes. That was about the best thing I think we saw outside of that.
And Gurpedes are okay, but I think they give maybe half of the experience, or a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like a third of what they're getting.
Certainly not arguing it's a great tile to take. Just that
it'll work.
Yeah. Spellzap exits, decides to heal up, immediately comes back in, saves his progress. Cannot blame him. It's easy to get down to those Gurpedes where they're at.
Thunderalot's going to make the left, or going to get the promotion here. So Thunderalot's going to get their promotion, as Caleb would say, turning in their HR papers, getting their promotion.
So we see here that you're applying for a job as a paladin. What are your qualifications for this?
I have a Masa -3.
Lists off all the swords he has on him.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I like swords. Good.
I have an Excalibur. I really need this promotion.
The last fighter that wandered in here we didn't promote because he tried to pull off the thing. I have the right caliber for you, the Excalibur. Yeah, totally fired.
Ooh, stone poison on the Gersharks. That's always tasty fun.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I think that's the second thing we've seen with stone poison too. I'm starting to think that might be on the Medusa script.
You know, it makes it a little more exciting.
It does.
The water floor is going to be super exciting, especially if they are prevalent.
Such a joy. It'll be great to watch.
Right? Because right now, Sir Linklot's only got one ribbon. That could be a huge thing going into Temple of Fiends Revisited right now.
I mean, there's the Will Bloodworth way of looking at things. You only need one.
I mean, it's true. You only need one
You only need one.
because, as you and I said, though, that right wizard doesn't do anything outside of casting wall and a fast, I believe, because fast was learnable on it. Where did fast land? Let me look on our notes here. Fast landed
Level 5, slot 4.
Okay, so that is learnable by the red wizard or the red mage. So yeah. So that's all the red mage gives you, essentially, outside of Cure 4. So it's a little rough.
It's a touch.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious how high Spellzap is going to go level-wise at this point. I think some of this might be preparation for that War Mech, just because, it's you need 11 shards left, and that's 4 right there that War Mech is blocking. He's getting into the 30 range. I think his fighter's already up to level 32 at this point. Like, how much farther does he go before it's too far?
I would say around... ooh, wow, those Gasties are just beating on that white wizard there, making it a little terrifying there as Zoe gets down to 10 HP during this grind. So I would say maybe 36, depending on how he wants to do it. Because if he goes... Oh, no, he's going to go now. So I was going to say maybe around 38 he tries to hit Topher around, because then he'll have the 6th hit of the Masa.
And he's only needs 9 shards, by the way. He has 23 right now. And 6 of them that we know are sitting behind Warmech, and I don't think he's taken out Carry yet. So he's at a point of only needing 3 more shards on top of that. That's not bad, and the levels that he has, if he can get through that Warmech, he should be golden.
Yeah, so the thing of it is it's really not even... I'm going based off of the Knight hit thing, and it's actually kind of funny is I think it's actually going to turn into a White Samurai, so making sure that White Samurai is safe enough. How comfortable is he with the White Samurai? And I know him along with, Crab Cakes and Thunder, they are very comfortable with the White Samurai and knowing kind of what's safe, what's not safe, in levels and what HP they have. So... it's going to be interesting to see exactly how it plays out, because I think they're going to rely upon it outside of a very easy Topher. Then, obviously the Knight becomes the carry.
Curiously, Spellzap went over to Volcano to go fight Tiamat, and then decided not to fight Tiamat, and instead coming over here...
Maybe seeing there was some chest, maybe seeing that he might not have to take on Warmech.
I don't know. I would think those last few levels would be something he'd want, but maybe.
I don't know, but Danny continues to pick on the Gasties, casting Bane, trying to teach them the art of poison.
The error of their ways.
That's right. Casting the old Quad X here. Not looking so good here. Danny's out of spell charges.
Yeah, she needs to get her exit going soon. Get out, get healed, go again.
That's right. For anybody that's been listening to the music, obviously our runners do not have safe audio or safe game audio, because since they are talking in a voice chat, they have to have special virtual audio cables to be able to mute the Discord conversations. None of them had it, so we get to listen to the collaboration of LCB and Grigglypuff that did the covers of a bunch of Final Fantasy songs. And Meridian. I can't forget about Meridian. He did some nice keyboard playing also. So, appreciate all them, and I hope you enjoy. And you can see it here. Thundercloud is looking for spike tiles now. Cobras aren't going to do it.
That might delay him just a little.
There's sandworms, though. Now, the only downside with sandworms is around the low 20s, mid 20s, they start running from you. Now, it's really good for solo black belt grinds because you can move a Dandoff character or a dead character in the top slot, and that prevents them from running. It's a little awkward here because generally we need all 4 light wearers at a higher level.
Yeah, he may have to sacrifice one of them if that's a grind he's going to do long term.
Now, I could definitely see Thundercloud. He has done a lot of fighter white mage grinds, so you could see him potentially going to where Sir Lancelot is and danning off the red wizard for sure. Since,
that's the expendable one.
Yeah, that is the for sure expendable one that you can, get away with and do that to get that experience off of that spike tile.
That said, Lancelot right now is having a lot of luck getting these sandworms to die before they have a chance to run away. They didn't roll very high on their health, so it's working out pretty well for him right now.
Oh yeah, if you can get turn order, that's great. And as long as they die in one turn before they have a chance to drain, that's great. But as soon as one runs, halves your experience you're gained, really punishes you time-wise. But if you're getting a chance to, you're ambushing them, okay. This is even better.
Yeah, nothing to complain about there.
So, just tuning in, Falconic has just tuned in here. Dark Moon, I think it's really gotten closer because
close.
Crescent Lake Party Planners was in the air first, have really found another gear, kind of spun their tires after getting the tail, but they were able to get a grind tile of the Gas Ds, which I think is a better grind tile, but Sir Lancelot's making use of this, sandworm tile very well. They're being, really generous here. They're attacking still.
So I want to note, Spell Zap is in Fiend and Go mode at this point. He got the last 3 shards that he needed. He is 6 away from his effective Go mode. He knows where the 2 Fiends are to finish off. He's going to be done with this pretty quick.
Well, he's got 2 Masas. He's got the White Samurai. He's looking good. He's got the levels. Now,
bruises for days, yeah.
Yeah, how deadly is this Warmac going to be? Like, how unnice is it going to be?
I'm betting, like everything else in this seed so far that I rolled, a pussycat.
A 2-hit, 2-damage swing by the Knight right off the bat, but
totally.
Fire 3 comes out, so a, quote, free turn.
You'll have him dead in no time with 2 damage per hit. It's easy. Come on.
Invis 2 coming out. More tempers. That Knight is kind of vulnerable here. If it's a big shot that comes out here, could spell disaster real quickly. Zap comes
Find
out.
For 18. Yes.
Bye, CC. That is our temper caster.
What do you temper? You're doing 15 damage.
Exfer's coming out. We're oh no, he's changing it over. He says we're not going to go that spicy.
Yeah.
Invis 2, so we're about half max evade here. Still, nuke comes out. That's some big rolls by the nuke. So 1 of 3 nuke charges have been taken out of the Refiend pool. Here 4 keeps up the Knight. Knight takes a shot, lives. We are not able to penetrate that armor. Wormack says, haha, your weapons are no use. Cure 4 on CC does not work.
Ew, bad. It's rare to see the miss menu like that from him.
Yeah, that was almost costly. Thankfully, didn't. Oh no, this could be bad. White Wizard down.
That was bad. That was
Doesn't matter.
Bad. But Warmech down.
Yeah, Warmech didn't really roll that bad. I'd say close to 1,000 HP. Just because of the high absorb, we weren't able to do a lot of damage to it. It took a while. You know, maybe 1,100 again, just kind of like Kraken here. So we're going to take on Tiamat, get him 2 shards away from entering go mode. Thunderclaw top right. He's doing the Sandworm grind tile. Now, Darkmoon and I kind of came to consensus. Dan off the Red Mage. Keep the Sandworms from running. But Sir Linklot was able to make use of it without having to do that. So it'll be interesting.
Got his grind under control, yeah.
And
so we're seeing this fight go on. The Bracks are so far not doing their work.
That sounds about right.
It's like every once in a while, it's just one of those times where all your good rolls you get normally suddenly become really bad rolls. Looks like he's out of Bracks right now on his Red Mage. Red Mage is kind of useless at this point. Except for, nuke, whatever.
Right?
Whatever.
And you can see the top right-hand side, just to direct your eyes here, the Thundercloud is trying to Dan off the Black Wizard. He's trying to kill off that Black Wizard. It's not working. Tiamat's going to swing for Fire 2 here. Sir Linklot's back in, diving down to take on the Sandworms. I think the Gas Dragons have been an amazing find for the reigning champions, trying to take back game 2 here. Brack finally hits.
Finally, yeah. I think that fight took longer than the Warmech fight.
It was probably around the same amount. You're absolutely right. Has a weakness to Brack, still takes 8 casts to kill.
Yup. Oh, yeah. Nothing. So easy. Whatever.
Yeah. No problem.
Not a problem whatsoever. It's fine.
The lucky Brack, as Classic Gamer points out. That's right. So lucky. Like a 25% or something like that chance to hit. Still doesn't land. Hey.
I won the lottery right there. It was the bad lottery, but I won it.
Thundercloud finally able... See, this is what I was talking about earlier. He likes to do the fighter white mage grind. He's trying to take out that red mage and just grind 40 plus on the knight and white wizard. I think he's realized that those two are the most important.
Yeah. And Linklot is once again going at these sandworms again.
They're not.
I am curious what level, because he's already in like the 33, 32s. There's the exit. Okay, he's done. He got to his low 30s. He's happy now.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good there. And so now Thundercloud's going to have a little easier time doing these sandworms. Ah! Well, let me take that
Maybe
back.
not.
At 24,
Maybe
they're
not.
still running. So, as I said, low 20s, mid 20s is generally when sandworms start running, as you just seen there. Spell Zap top left. He's going for his last 2 shards here before he can enter Temple Fiends Revisited. And Danny's at about 22, so 10 shards short. She still has Kraken, still has Tiamat, and still has Lich, I believe.
Yeah, I think the only one that she's actually fought was Carrie. So her 10 shards are the 3 fiends, and she's done.
Yeah, so she's looking pretty good, because all of those fiends, I believe, were very easy to get to outside of Carrie, who was a little farther
deep.
down.
Yeah, a little deep, but not too bad. And she already took out Carrie, so that's not even a big deal there.
There it is. Spell Zap. Go mode as Shadow Flames has put that in the tracker. He's going. He's going. He's gone. Well, maybe after he... I don't know what he was doing there.
Friday. Crescent Lake party players enter into go mode.
Wait, why is he going to Tiny? Is he messing with us?
That is curious. He's burning off... he's burning off his save items.
Yeah, but isn't the Cardia... Oh, no. Wait, am I confused? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Womp womp.
I was like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure the... Okay, he got a little excited, everybody.
They're going, I have a few regrets. Now he has to go find the save item, which thankfully should be over here at the Oasis. by 1/10. There you go.
Sometimes as speed and power, gets you a little confused. I'm sorry, what was that?
I lost you over there, Dane. Got a little robotic.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I think you lost you over there for a second. You got a little robotic.
I think everything got a little robotic. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're having a good old time here. Garland tries to be the gatekeeper. Spellzap says, nice try.
Got a little robotic over there. We'll just say domo arigato to that, Garland, and move on with our lives.
See, so the one thing I would have done for Spellzap's thing, I would have, after killing Garland and talking to that plate, I would have saved it, because I don't want to have to re-fight Garland.
He doesn't. He only bought one save item, and he used it to save on the island.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah.
So, Kraken 2, bottom left here. Danny obviously getting very close here. Casting Warp. Unfortunately, Kraken is resistant towards it. It misses.
I was going to say, teleport is not a spell you can use in this game, unfortunately.
You cannot transport it to another dimension?
Nope.
So,
nope, I believe we're trying to play Final Fantasy 2, different game.
The big swing by the Masa 82. Only one hit here. Kraken highly evasive. Does about half the damage of Danny's Knight. Sir Linkalot's about to take on Kraken here. Hopefully has the information of the paralyzing touch. Thankfully for Danny, she was able to resist that paralyzing touch on the Knight. Here 4 comes up before Kraken. Kraken cast Ink. The Knight has been darkness. Not going to be able to see those tentacles attacked. Doesn't matter. 4 orbs lit for Danny. All right, Dark Moon. You see all these people hanging out and chat with us? We're on RPG limit break here.
Yes.
We got a best of 3 2020 finals. Co-op.
We do indeed.
I see Falconic, one of the tournament the committee members. We got Reese in here. We got Classic Gamer. We got Gloom Chew always hanging out with us. I seen Luffy that was in here. We got Shadow Flames in the background pushing the 1s and 2s. We got Thunderalot trying to upset the reigning champions. They got some work to do here, but they're not necessarily out of it. They're real close.
They're not. Spellzap is on his way. He's diving in. He's making this happen. He had his go mode. He was set to roll. The trick of it is that Sir Linkalot and Danny are tied right now, shard-wise, and it's going to be whoever finishes last is the score that you put in for your team. So Spellzap having a great run right now. Awesome. Gonna get knowledge for Danny. It's gonna be great for the 2 of them. Gonna be able to tell them anything. If he finishes though, no matter how good his time might be, and right now he's in tow for F110 right now, time's gonna be great. It's not going to change the fact that the one we're worried about is Danny, and Danny has to beat at least one of the 2 members from Thunderalot.
Yep. And so in game 1, Thunderalot's both members were able to beat out both members of Crescent Lake Party Planners, was able to just outright beat them both. Lich 2 actually has Cure 4, so okay, that's good news to find out.
Fantastic. And if this were any other Final Fantasy game, the fact that he was undead, that would be an instant kill.
He actually kills himself. Nuke comes.
Saves me the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Lich.
Hey, look, there's a zap kill. That's a nice little hit for spell zap. So now, one thing that's interesting, as Warmex pulled on the top right here by Thunderclawed, we know he's got Nuke. He's got a decent punch. We didn't really see a whole lot because he didn't attack until after all the evasion stacks on Spellzap's side. But that Nuke, though, could be kind of dangerous if it comes out in a, bad part here.
Bad part of town.
That's right. I almost said that. Like, wait, what? So, Lich goes down. Danny is a Tiamat away. Carry 2 has been pulled. There's a Nuke cast. Warmek's been pulled on the top right. He's working on evasions. Carry's only got about 4 to 6 hits, it looks like. Ruse was enough to keep that white mage alive. We're trying to get some heal strats up. Keep it alive. More tempers. Interesting we're using tempers already. Carry must be just enough.
Danny has one more fiend to take out. I believe she's going to where Thunderclad is at right now, where Sir Linkalot is at right now. This will, if she's, yep, she's heading that way. She too is going to be heading into this volcano to go take on the War Mech. So we'll find out how bad that goes for her. If Sir Linkalot's shard count is right, and so far I have no reason to doubt that Shadow Flames is on it, this will not be the last fiend that Sir Linkalot needs to take out. He still has to pick up one more shard or go kill one more fiend or something, because this Tiamat kill alone will not finish out his count.
So we just seen a tornado out from War Mech, so that's a skill, non-elemental, that was just used. There's Zap. Okay. Oh wait, we had already seen that. So that's an instant death that's not in the Refiend fights or Chaos fights, so that's good.
Nice to know.
There's a nuke. Oh, just enough to keep our light warriors up. Warmech punches the white mage. Had the right idea, but enough evasion stacks prevents it. Warmech goes down, puts up a threat, but is a little too late.
Oh. Seeing on Sir Linkalot's side, Myth just got here forward, only to then be knocked right back down again with a strong punch from Warmech.
Got to keep that white wizard up here, because I don't think a nuke has come out. Doesn't matter, because a Masa Swing takes down Warmech. Looking
That'll
pretty,
do it.
yeah, looking pretty good for Thunderalot. Thunderclad says Spell Zap took 8 tries. I only needed 1. That is go mode for Thunderclad.
So this is a situation where Link still has one more fiend that he's going to have to fight. I believe it's probably Lich. I don't think I've seen him take that one on yet. So Danny, if Danny can get through this fight effectively quickly, Danny is going to have a bit of a lead on Thunderalot, but Topher, of course, being the great equalizer, can change any of that.
You are absolutely right. And here is the big battle here. There's Kraken. We're seeing it. We got fast coming out on that top red wizard. We're living dangerous. Nuke is coming out.
Calamari, table for 1.
And Ruse. So we are going to hope that that fast comes out. Good turn order. Wow, great turn order here. And bye-bye, CC. I think we took out 5 black mages for the price of 1.
Woo! That was quite the hit right there. No amount of leveling your black mage is going to cover for a 1,500 damage hit.
No, that was... But we're looking good here. Some more nukes on the red wizard here. Ink comes out, free turn, great. We have 2 of 4 ruse stacks.
Like he's playing with his food. I'll bash you for 1,500 and then have some ink.
Nuke comes out. We're doing more non-elementals. The white samurai is turned into the white... or the fade casting, infinite fade casting, because Kraken's very evasive. Not a lot of HP.
No.
So that's done. That's going to basically tell... Spellzap's going to tell Danny, your white wizard, you should be able to just go all on offensive casting, take out Kraken quickly. Just make sure your white wizard doesn't get bodied.
Danny here at her Tiamat fight, gonna try and take this on. Gonna have the same problem that everyone else has, though. This Tiamat's very evasive, doesn't seem to care much about the weapons that they're swinging.
Cast the Brack. And Thunderclad has entered. Temple of Fiends Revisited. He was in go mode. He is going. He's about 3-4 floors behind. Spellzap has got the lead. And Sir
Link went and picked up that 1 shard, and he's on his way now.
Wow, talk about a change of, what we thought. Tiamat is just giving enough a pain, I guess you want to say. Danny's finally through.
She's going to be a minute or so behind the rest of them. It's going to be a lead. It's that thing where it's going to be a hope that one of the 2 of the people in front of her wipe out so that she has a chance.
Yeah. Ooh, there's Tiamat 2 with the nuke. Decent rolls. The white wizard is in danger at 234 HP. We need to get that cure 4 up. Gets the perfect turn order. So great turn order for Spell Zap. We're able to swing. We're finally able to get through that defensive Tiamat 2 and hit about half of our swing, so that's good news. Nuke comes out. Wow, big swing so far for that Masa
Nice.
-3. A fade roll that rolls crit.
I mean, you could lose the red mage and the black mage at this point, and between the infinite fades and the big Mazda swings, I think Tiamat would probably go down lest they have something really nasty in their spell list.
Tiamat realizing that Zoe, the white wizard on Spellzap side, is the threat, tries to attack it. Bad news is Zoe is down in nuke range, in nuclear range, and a bad swirl range.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Cure 4 on Dan. Good.
Oh, well.
We're good.
Yeah, we're safe right now.
Trying to keep up that Knight under Quad X? No. Ineffective.
Already seems like a very beefy Tiamat right here.
Double Lich 2 kills on Thunderalot's side. They are on the volcano floor in Temple of Fiends Revisited. 2 floors behind Crescent Lake Party Planners. Tiamat has casted fast, but he goes down. Danny is just catching up. She needs to hit the afterburners.
Yeah. One thing I want to point out, as some of the chat have said, Sarah basically doesn't get rescued by most of these players until right at the very end. She's basically getting, as they do in Dragon Warrior, the Princess Gwaelin treatment.
I mean,
we don't need you, Princess. You're fine. Just go on. Keep doing whatever you're doing. So we got Chaos pulling right now over here on Spellzap side. Dangui, you want to take this one?
Chaos is, he's making sure to get that, the Fade shirt set up on his cast. On the right-hand side, Thunderalot in sync. Carry 2's not too dangerous from what we've seen on Spellzap side, but you never know. Might get a bad turn order, might wipe one of them. Definitely helps out the Crescent Lake Party Planners. But Ruse on the top left. Fast. That Knight is 3 evasion stacks. We're halfway to max evasion. Ice 2 comes out. That's a free turn. Big swings over on the right-hand side. We're making our way through Carry. Wow. Red Wizard is the only one alive for Thunderclawed. Manages to make it through. Barely. Thankfully, we have that life cast. So, when I said Carry 2 was easy, I was just kidding. Top left looks like we're going to try and keep up the temper casting Black Mage as best we can. We're trying to decide. He has watched me play a little too much and the hesitation. Cure 4, keep up CC.
The nerves are clearly on for Spellzap right now because that was a lot of mismenuing right there. He recovered from it. Didn't actually commit to anything that he couldn't back out from, but still a bit surprising.
The X-Fur. We're gonna go for X-Fur Brack at this point. We've ran out of... Doesn't look like he's got any locks, although he's hitting for 8 hits. We just don't have any temper cast. X-Fur comes out. Ineffective. Will we be able to get rid of that nasty resistance to all spells? Make that Brack a 6% chance. Defenseless. Brack comes out. 6% chance. Ineffective. Chaos trying to fight back. Right-hand side. Kraken has been pulled. Bad turn order can spell disaster. That Knight will probably go down if he gets attacked. Or White Wizard. Fade comes out. Left-hand side. Brack, 6% chance. Ineffective. Chaos swings. 217. He's done with those Brack chances. Says, nuh-uh. Danny, bottom left, on the volcano floor, trying to take on Carry 2 here shortly. Brack is not working, still swinging. We're hitting a lot of shots. The problem is can't get through that armor. Kraken, fire 3. Kraken is not attacking. Thundercloud's probably going to give false information potentially to Sir Linkalot, but Sir Linkalot is going to give a very defensive approach. There's the Brack on Spellzap's side, broken into pieces, says the Final Fiend. See ya.
Very nice. Gotta love that.
6% chance works every time.
100% of the time.
Top
Every
right here. Yeah, right? Thunderclawed having a very good here. Kraken hasn't attacked once yet. Sir Linkalot found bad news about that. the Red Mage was destroyed.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock right there to that system.
Yeah, right? Because Thunderclad had no issues.
No, that Kraken didn't seem to care much about Thunder at all, just kind of let him do his thing. Danny, is our resident Wheels, as we like to call her, that's her nickname, she is going to have to put those wheels rubber on the road right here, though, because she is a floor behind and really needs to pick up speed if she wants to catch up at this point. Thunder is through Kraken. Sir Linklot is getting through Kraken. Kraken's once again toying with his food right here. Oh, but there's a nuclear. Not sure if we saw that before from him.
No, we did not. But the nuclear comes a little too late. Now, the only difference is, so Spellzap relied upon Xfer Barak to get through Chaos.
Yep.
Thunderclad doesn't have many temper charges because, remember, he killed off that Black Mage. That Black Mage isn't going to have those temper charges. It's going to be interesting trying to cut through that absorb of Chaos. I don't know how many charges he got because I completely whiffed it, but I think he might have maybe 2.
Maybe.
And
he doesn't have to use them here.
So it's going to be interesting. So Tiamat obviously is going to take a little bit here. Spellzap took a little bit of time to get through this one also. Wasn't too bad. We did see a nuclear, I believe. No, it was a nuke.
I'm not sure. You went a little robotic there, so I didn't actually hear. Oh, go! Big nuke comes out.
Yep, there's that nuke that I was just talking about. That's an issue. Now, the good news is low enough rolls where the White Wizard is out of a tornado swirl range. Obviously, a max roll nuclear could cause problems, but Heal 3 will solve that issue. Nuke comes out on the bottom right for Sir Linkalot. Once again, very good HP totals for most of their light warriors here. So, Thunderalot looking pretty good. Now, it's just a matter of how fast can we cut through this Tiamat here. Danny's got the information. They don't.
Yeah. Danny should know right about how strong this Tiamat actually is. Unfortunately, Danny is also a floor behind.
Yeah. And it looks like she's going to cast Ruse on the White Wizard. She's going all offense, it looks like, with the Masa swinging. Missing, unfortunately, but the nuke comes out. Crack comes out on Tiamat, able to take out the White or the Black Wizard for Sir Linkalot. Quad X coming out for Thunderclad. Will that do it? I don't know, because Tiamat had a decent amount of HP. Ineffective.
Funky, yeah.
Another quad. Tiamat says, that's a nice Quad X. Let me copy it real quick.
Yup.
Danny's trying to get through. Very, very friendly Kraken. Tiamat finally punches, says, see you later, Red Mage. Or Red Wizard. So Sir Linkalot's down to 2. We have an on-the-knees Black Mage for Thunderclad. Quad X comes out. Finally gets the termination. Nuke comes out for Danny. She's catching up to Sir Linkalot here.
That is impressive to see. Again, having the knowledge from Spellzap, since he went in before her, could guide her through this whole thing. I'm sure they're talking in the background right now. He could tell her what the best strategy was. Instead of being an entire floor behind, although she's taking this fight.
It's a dangerous one altogether, unfortunately, because it is the Team Edward party plan, and there it is over on Thunderclad's side, too, to slow him up. That, if they would have ambushed, could have used up a lot of charges for him, because he didn't have any heal potions. He's down to, like, 14. And Tiamat is just slowing up Sir Linkalot here. Wasted a lot of time. I don't say waste, but, used up a lot of time here. Danny's caught up.
She just needs to get into this fight.
We're coming in. We're heal 3ing. We know nuke could be coming out again. Another nuke could be potentially very hazardous here because we're going to have to waste more resources to get into this Chaos fight. Top right, Thunderclad taking on Chaos, trying to secure this win. Obviously, both runners have to finish it. There was the nuke that came out. Fire 3 right after. That knight is down to 139 HP. More Cure 4s have to be used. Masa swings, 294. Good turn order, keeping the knight up. Tiamat misses, of course. Chaos attacked, killed the Black Mage. That's awful for Thunderclad. We have no tempers.
Big deal, yeah. No tempers, low on locks at this point as well, because there's only one character at this point that can cast lock.
Expert instantly goes to the... Oh, no!
Oh! So even if you can get an Expert off, there's no instant death that you can cast at this point to use against it.
This is not good. So yeah, the Expert has completely gone off. That is off the table. Iron Goals are holding up Sir Linkalot. We have the Vorpal. The Vorpal's actually doing a lot of work. Getting crits to get through the chaos is great pickup for Thunderclad here with the Vorpal. Sir Linkalot, I think, needs to change out of the Masa. The Masa just doesn't do much. There's the change. Vorpal going over. Vorpal was doing very well. Look at that damage that Vorpal's doing. Tiamat.
Sir Linkalot is about to pull Chaos as well, going straight into the fight. So Danny just needs to finish this out. She needs to get in here because this is going to be an absolute close one.
Yeah, people will make fun of the Vorpal, but you're looking at the Vorpal right now, and it is doing absolute work. Ruses are coming out for Sir Linkalot. The Black Mage was able to get the temper off, which is huge.
I have learned to respect Baby's first sword, because it can do some serious work.
It's definitely working. Even with the -4 crit chance, it is doing enough. Although with that one, obviously with one crit, it doesn't do much. But you get a couple crits. Zap comes out, takes out the White Wizard.
Ouch. There go all those Cure forecasts you were sitting on from them. Only has one left from the Red Mage. So if Chaos comes out with a big couple of hits, managing to get through that Knight's defense, that could prove devastating as well.
Stop. Yeah, so Thunderclad does it. There is Chaos down. All right, the Battle of Sir Linkalot. Nuke comes out again for Tiamat 2. Tiamat 2 is just slowing down all the runners here, just being an annoyance. Nuke cast, more nuke cast. Sir Linkalot smells blood. He's going out for it. Lit 2, obviously, for Tiamat. There's a Vorpal swing, 6 hits for about 400 damage. Chaos, not long for this world. It's just going to take a little bit. That's the only downside. But it's not going to be too bad.
No, with the amount of damage that Sir Linkalot is cranking out right now, I'm not too stressed about whether or not that's going to happen. A couple big shots from Chaos, but Chaos has to pull those big shots against the Knight if he wants any chance of surviving this. Unfortunately, Danny, as with the previous players, is just caught up on this Tiamat right here.
Uh-oh.
Hold A and pray strats for Sir Linkalot at this point.
Hold A and pray and hope that Chaos does not decide to crit loop yourself.
Yup.
Realize if you get into a crit loop, you're in trouble. But we're hold A. There is a lit. Ooh, another big swing. So big swings by the Vorpal here. Really doing work. 8 hits for 254. Danny's finally on the Chaos floor. Tiamat did its job. Slowed up the Crescent Lake Party Planners. Thunderalot has finished. GG to our new champions, the co-op champions, Team Thunderalot.
GG indeed. Well played by their part. Didn't beat Spellzap, but managed to stay just ahead of Danny, who's now getting into this Chaos fight. I assume she's going to finish it out anyway. It's got to be a little heartbreaking for the Crescent Lake Party players not able to defend their crown, but GG's to Sir Thunderalot for being able to steal that crown away and take the win. We should get their orb marked off so that we can designate their 2 wins right there.
Do we have to? All right, fine. The champions. So, wow. But while we try and get the winners in here, obviously Danny's going to try and finish this out. Might as well. So, definitely, the Vorpal, the weapon to use here was very successful here. Look at the wall being used by Danny. Realizes from what information Spellzap gave him, needs a lot of tempers, needs the lock to cut through that armor. Since they didn't have the Vorpal, didn't use the Vorpal. That's right, I see a lot of Vorpals in chat. The Vorpal, -4, the MVP for Team Thunderalot. I think if they had used the Masa, they may not have been able to get through this as quickly. Definitely not. I think this fight with the way it turn ordered and everything would have been disastrous for them. But they did the smart thing, equipped the Vorpal, and they won it. GG to them.
So I'm assuming we're going to invite them in just a second?
Yeah. Just letting Danny here finish it out here. We can start bringing them in once they're ready. More tempers. There's a Masa swing. 7 hits for 920. So if you get decent turn order, that Masa is able to cut through very quickly. Obviously, it required 3 temper casts and a couple locks to do it, but it's possible.
All you need is a prayer and a dream.
Because I'm going to say, like, right now, depending on where these locks hit, Danny, with this turn order, I think actually finishes a lot quicker. Because I think the Vorpal was the MVP. I don't know if you heard me. But,
No, go on about it.
Oh, I was just saying the Vorpal was the MVP because if they had used the Masa with their turn order, losing their Black Mage so early, they could have been in this fight for a really long time.
And yes, Danny has locks for days. Also, it didn't really feel like Chaos had much that he was doing here. Some piddly spells, the occasional punch against people that were already rused, didn't seem to affect much of anything.
Yeah, and I mean, outside of the, little slower, I guess, quote, menuing, if you want to call it, doesn't really matter. She's already busted through.
There it goes.
Yeah. So she went through probably, 20 less turns, I would say.
Yep.
But that's
all that locking.
Yeah, locking and the tempers that were able to go through. Better turn order. The Black Mage wasn't sacrificed. She's able to cut through a lot quicker. But with how it went out and the weapons that they selected, which ended up being the right decision, GG. All right, so I'm going to bring in Thunderalot here. There they are, walking in, swagging with their swagger. So, the Vorpal, the Game Changers, gave you their logo. I should have put it on there because clearly that was the way to victory. How you guys feeling today?
Pretty good. Not bad. Not a bad Friday so far.
It's a good way to have a Friday, huh? Late Friday, early Saturday. The 2020 co-op champions. Coming in right behind them, obviously, the Crescent Lake Party Planners.
Hey, congrats, guys. GG.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks.
Thank
That
you.
was a close race.
So I guess to kind of start out, Crescent Lake Party Planners, you guys had a plan, I'm assuming, because you guys, it felt, Darkmoon and I noticed that you guys were on another gear. Like, you got off to an early start, and you were ahead, and then I think around the time that about Bahamut, it seemed like you guys kind of spun the tires a little bit. And then for Thunderalot, you guys were, like, literally a couple minutes behind them on, like, every check. It was really interesting. And then you guys, after Bahamut, with the Sandworm grind, was able to just exponentially, like, catch up and overpass. It was very interesting between you two. So I guess the question becomes, early game, I'm going to toss it over to Thunderalot. How'd you guys feel?
Right away, it kind of like, we got the nuke and then we tried to do vampires right away. Getting ambushed a lot. I felt like I spent some time there that was wasted just because it took so long to get a fight that I didn't get ambushed on, and I could finish with the nuke turn order and stuff. But I knew those levels was going to be pretty important for making the rest of the dives safe, so I just had to do at least 2 fights, I felt. And then when I went to Waterfall and got ambushed by a 7-pack of Frost Wolves that spammed heal 2, I felt even worse. But, it kind of felt slow at the beginning, but then when things like the Mazza started popping up, and a ribbon and a fade shirt, and the early canoe and the early floater, I was like, oh boy. If they just put the gas on and didn't try to get their safety levels first, they're going to be ahead of us most of the seed, I felt. But I don't know. I guess clearly as checks started finishing up for both teams, we kind of pulled up ahead as a team towards Topher.
Yeah, the fun thing is you mentioned like all those places that had like a lot of those things that made the game easier. One person on our team checked all those places, and the other one had to go back to them.
Yeah, that was the same. I was the one person on our
No.
team that found the 2 ribbons and the fade shirt, and I found a Vorpal and a Mazza. He found a Vorpal and 2 Mazzas, but he had to go back for ribbons and the fade shirt.
I don't think we ever found a Vorpal anywhere.
There was
Yeah, I
one.
did find
There were
one.
two. There were
Oh,
two
did
Vorpals.
There was one on the way
Yeah.
to the fade shirt, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I ran in like when I was going for the fade shirt, just that and like the shards or whatever that was there. I didn't check anything else. I found an X-Cow somewhere that
I
I
found
was
2
using
X-Cows.
until I went back and went to get the Mazda. But yeah, I think we did the same with like the vampires right off of the greater than less than, and like the first one went real well, got to quick levels. Went to do like a second fight and it went real wrong. I'm like, nope, I'm out of here. So took those couple of ones early, but like that first fight early, but otherwise didn't go back in.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting at the start. All 4 of you were grinding the vampires. So it was like, the first, 7 minutes or something like that? Or 5-7 minutes because the experience was so good. Just trying to get the turn order to take out the vampires. But to swing that question back over to Crescent Lake Party Planners, obviously the early game, I felt like you guys were in a whole nother gear for a while there. How'd you guys feel?
You mentioned the vampires. My red mage that didn't live through that fight. Everybody got levels but it, and then it just kept dying. I couldn't get levels on that red mage stuff for nothing. Forever. And that was just like, oh, nope, it's dead again. Go a little further, nope, it's dead again. But yeah, early game felt pretty good because it's everything you got super early. Like, your first 4 levels of magic you got early. You had the floaters super early, so it didn't suck.
This was all standards, a very tame seed for these flag sets.
Yeah, that nuke level 1 definitely. But so how about that red wizard? The most maybe 25% chance where it's pretty much useless and it rolled like right there, minus the cure 4 life. The only
Cure
thing-
Yeah,
for
I
life
thought that when I
nuke.
found out that lock, temper, both locks and temper were going to be black only, I was like, oh boy, this is the one time I actually regret this. I wish I had 2 black mages, but
I said
the life charge on the red wizard actually saved me from having to reset out carry 2 since she just decided to punch my 4th slot first turn.
Yeah. I mean, it was just enough where the red wizard was not completely useless, and I was like, the only thing that it's good for is taking a hit, casting life if it happens to survive, nuke, and fast. Woo!
Yeah.
And
Because
wall.
honestly, yeah, if I had to redive Toph, there's a chance that Danny probably would have finished before I made it back to Chaos, and we would have lost this.
Well, she was on Tiamat when Sir Lancelot was just pulling Chaos.
Yeah.
And-
If she would have kept,
Yeah.
like she finished just like she did, I think they would have beat us in this race if I had to reset, if I didn't have this red wizard. So I'm kind of happy to have brought him the last 2 matches here.
Well, because the dangerous part was carry 2, bad turn order could wreck you very easily. Any of your casters, because it was, powerful enough. And obviously Kraken 2 and even Tiamat 2 was able to punch down any of your casters. So if you got really bad turn order, we seen it, they were able to just punch anything they wanted. Obviously it is high clamped anyways, but I mean, you guys probably had some of the bad turn order / there was some, I guess if you want to call it lucky stuff too, but that's the way, the randomizer works. But you guys were able to adapt, overcome, use the Vorpal, which I think with how Team Thunderalot's Chaos went, that the Vorpal was the perfect move. And if you guys had gone Masa, I don't think you guys win.
I agree. We tend to always lean on the Vorpal with these high clamps just because, especially when you don't have enough lock charges and temper charges to throw out willy-nilly, you really aren't going to punch through the absorb and the evasion unless you get like 4 or 5 locks out or tempers on most of these end last couple fiends. So like you got some guaranteed damage on crits whether you can hit or not with the Vorpal, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, because I was looking at yours, and your Black Mage was, what, 27 at most? So it maybe had a charge or two of temper?
Yeah, I think it had like 3 level 7 charges, and no, 3 level 8 charges and 4 level 7 charges for Topher.
And it got bodied, like, right away. So it was like, okay, well, don't have any temper charges.
It's funny you say it, because that's why I decided not to grind it higher, is because I knew it was going to die within the first 2 rounds of any fiend fight, more than likely. So I was like, I could get 14 charges or whatever on both these levels, but I'm not going to get to use them.
And that's why it was a good call to use the Vorpal, which helped the fact that you guys found it or used it or whatever, because Spellzap had to use Exfer into Brack, because Masa wasn't, doing anything. He was done about 7 minutes ahead of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then Danny obviously was able to get a protected Black Mage and use it, and was able to kill Chaos really quickly. If you could get the temper charges, that was easy. The problem is doing it.
Yeah, when I took on Warmech, I was really hoping to get a couple extra levels on that Black Mage for those temper charges. And the only people that survived Warmech was my Red Mage and White Mage. I was like, well, that didn't quite go as planned.
Well,
I mean, I almost got my zap curse because I got zapped through a ribbon again, but it was my white mage and not my knight, thankfully.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe you had switched out your ribbon or something, because I seen it go down.
No, I kept my ribbon on the white mage because of the Fade shirt. I was just like, worst case, if something happens to the knight, unless Chaos pulls a Cure 4 out, I've got enough charges and everything where I can just use the Fade shirt to finish Chaos off more than likely. But yeah, Zap, I was like, and she'll have a ribbon, it'll be fine. But that's like, I think 3 games in a row where Chaos has Zap and I get zapped through a ribbon now. So yeah, that's fun.
I didn't think I was ever going to make it to Chaos because Tia 2 wouldn't die. I was on that fight, I think, as long as I was in the Topher for the relatively. Everywhere else, I was on Tia 2 forever.
Well, that was, Thunderalot was on there too, and I said, she's got a chance here. And you saved your tempers, but you weren't able to, I think Tiamat punched out one of your casters, and then you just weren't able to crit or something like that. And and you just sat there and you sat there and you sat there, and I'm like, this is not good. You have all these tempers, but it just took.
Oh yeah, the Black Mage went down, and it was just a mage ruse the fighter, because there was a ruse stick. I don't remember where it was, but it did good work today. On my fighter and my White Mage, and at one point I was just swinging and hoping that something decent came out of those swings on my fighter and the Fade shirt with my White Mage. And I'm honestly, I wasn't sure I was ever going to get through TF2.
It definitely,
so long.
I guess the Spellzap, I mean, I know you've kind of been the quiet one. X for Brack, you're looking pretty good there, making it look good.
I think I would have actually preferred to know how much HP he had, but just so I could tell Danny.
Right.
But I had to have put in a good 2,500 or so.
Yeah, and
I think I counted about 4,000.
It definitely had.
Chaos had 4,676 HP, as per our tracker, Shadowed Flame, who actually looked all of that up ahead of time to let us know what was going on if we wanted to look at the spoilers.
Oh. Yeah, so, I mean, didn't have any nasty spells apparently, because it didn't do much. Punched, I mean, it didn't really matter at that point anyways. But you guys played awesome. Congratulations to Team Thunderalot. Let's move to final thoughts. It's 11:50. You guys crushed this. For a finals, you guys really brought your A game, so congratulations to both of you. Let's go over to the Crescent Lake Party Planners first. Spellzap, you want to give your final thoughts? And
yeah, GG guys. I mean, you guys crushed it. You killed it. We knew you guys were going to be a real tough opponent coming in, and I hope we gave you a little bit of run for your money. But enjoy the championship lifestyle here.
taking one from you at a time here. Spells that just wait.
One day he'll take.
Other than that, thanks to the comms. I mean, we've had some great comms on this entire series and this entire tournament. So big shout outs to you guys.
All right,
thank you.
Over to Wheels herself, Danny. Final thoughts?
Yeah, GG to the Thunder and Link. You guys played incredibly well this entire tournament, and you earned that title. So, like I said, GG to you both. To my partner, who is the best partner in the world. Thanks for putting up with me all tournament. Everybody who not only did like comms and stuff on this race, but has done crew for this entire tournament. I have nothing but gratitude for all of you because you have made our broadcast awesome and easy to do and a lot of fun. To everyone who participated in the tournament, thank you for, joining in, having fun, playing co-op and doing all the fun things that we were hoping that this tournament would be. To my fellow co-op tournament committee people, Belzat and Valcana, because we are a small group, but thanks for planning things. Hopefully everybody thinks we did a good job. And to RPG Limit Break for having us. It's been fun doing races here. So, yeah, just thanks to everybody who was involved, watched, and all that other good stuff throughout the tournament.
All right. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for helping. Obviously, Spellzap and Danny, two of our co-tournament committee members, along with Felconic that was hanging out in chat. Thank you all. We're going to move over to the co-op champions. Let's go with Sir Link-A-Lot today. To start it off, final thoughts.
And it's been a really fun tournament. It's kind of my first experience with Final Fantasy 1 co-op. I've had a lot of fun with it, and just shout outs to everybody that joined, everybody who's done comms tracking. The matches I've been able to watch and catch have been extremely entertaining to watch. So shout outs to everybody, and then all the broadcast partners that have helped us get all the restreams that have happened so we could watch all the races, all of them, because there have been a lot of good races this entire tournament.
Very much appreciated. I'm glad to see that you hung around and did the co-op, Sir Link-A-Lot. Over to your partner, Thundercloud, that actually started, I believe, playing just before the co-op in 2019. Really made a name for himself then, came back this year, obviously the champion now. Thundercloud, final thoughts?
Sure. Thanks everybody for putting together the tournament. It's been a blast, and everybody participating has made it a lot of fun. No race was a pushover. It always felt like you had to do your best to perform and beat anybody that you came across. So, it's been fun, challenging. The nitty-grittiness of the flag set, making it harder to get through. But having the compensation of a partner is awesome. Definitely check out co-op. It's a lot of fun. And, I don't know, just keep playing FFR. It's a good time.
All right. Thank you very much, Thundercloud. I guess I'm going to give it over to my broadcast partner that has been very silent. Probably, I don't know what he's doing over there.
Just enjoying the conversation, honestly. I didn't have anything to add. I thought everything was going great. GG's to both teams. This was a really, really strong one. Thunderalot, of course, knocked my team out of the tournament. If I was going to lose to anyone, may as well have it be the co-op champs. So, GG's to you guys. It was a great run all the way through it, and you really, really planted a flag this year, going 2 for 2 in the finale here. I'm looking forward to next year. Absolutely.
Dark Moon, thank you for doing commentary with me.
Certainly.
It was good times.
It was fun. Yeah.
We had our fun. We were laughing. We were messing with our tracker Shadowed Flames a little bit back there, Thank you, Shadow Flames, for pushing the 1s and 2s, all those little buttons and cool things to keep track of our shards. Thank you for the committee or the community in general, the speedrunning community, RPG Limit Break, obviously, and all of our broadcast partners over in SG and Randomania. Thank you very much. You, the fans, make this possible. You make it fun for us, the commentary team. So you guys are the real victors here. Thunderalot won, but you guys are the heroes of this thing because, well, without you, it's a pretty boring broadcast. So thank you. With that, I don't have anything good to say. So once again, y'all have a great night. We're out of here.
Thanks, everyone.